Dear students, this is module number 101 for the subject of Strategic Human Resource Management. The title of this module is Evaluation of HRM Performance Research. And in the first of this module, we will talk about defining HRM. Basically, in the next 6 modules, we will evaluate the past research, its validity, and the reliability of the findings of the past research. Obviously, it is hard to examine or review all the articles or publications in the field of strategic human resource management. If you just write something like HRM, the impact of HRM on organizational performance, the impact of HRM on organizational turnover, employee turnover, or financial performance, Google Scholar will bring thousands and thousands of articles within 10-15 seconds. So there is a large body of research which is difficult to review in this session. However, we will see that what is happening in the past and the validity and reliability of that research about the link between SHRM and performance. There are 6 areas which has been identified by the researchers that need critical attention when we are critically evaluating the validity and reliability of past research. So the first is defining the strategic human resource management. Second is rhetoric versus reality, the gap in the rhetoric versus reality, specifying outcomes, theoretical linkages, methodology, and on the account of different perspectives. So these are the 6 areas where researchers have evaluated the impact of or the past research on the impact of SHRM on organizational performance. In this module, we will talk about only the issues related to defining SHRM. So what constitutes best practice? We have talked about best practice and best fit models in the past modules. So if you people recall that when we talk about the best practice, we said that there is one best way of managing people. This is best practice perspective on the strategic human resource management, that there is one best way of managing people in the organization or the organizations. Now the question is, what constitutes best practice? Studies have used widely different measures of strategic human resource management and significant variation in results. If you recall the last module, we saw that some studies have found a weak link between HRM and organizational performance, while others are claiming a very high or significant increase in organizational performance in terms of turnover, in terms of profitability, in terms of return on investment. So where we stand now? What we have to tell HR practitioners or HR professionals? What we have to tell HR professionals that they should adopt which practices? What we can tell to the HR professionals that if you adopt these practices, this would be the performance or this would be the increase in the performance of your organization. That is prescriptive approach. You prescribe a solution to the problems of someone. As an HR researcher or as an academic person, what you can suggest to the HR practitioners? So because the reason is that if you look at the different studies, if you study some articles, some books, or past research on the link between SHRM and performance, you will definitely notice, even at a cursory glance, अगर आप थोड़ा सा भी स्टडीज़ को 2, 4, 5 को देखें, ज़्यादा डिटेल में ना भी जाएं, then you will find that every researcher or in every study, the researchers have used and measured a different set of strategic human resource management practices and their impact on organizational performance. Then you go to another study, and then you see that in that study, the researcher has examined the different set of SHRM practices and their impact on performance. So what constitute best practices? When one study claims that rewards and promotion and performance appraisal and their impact on SHR on organizational performance. Another study, they examined another set of HR practices, recruitment and selection and reward and this and that, and then they found some. So every study is measuring a different set of strategic human resource management practices and their impact on organizational performance. When studies vary and there is no standard thing as an independent variable which is measured to see its impact on organizational performance, research remains vague and ambiguous, and it is not conclusive to suggest something to the HR practitioners or HR managers or HR professionals that this is the recipe or this is the solution to enhance the performance of your organization. So this issue is named as, or this issue is in SHRM research is called as defining SHRM. Perhaps we need a consensus on the definitions of strategic human resource management, what it is. Thank you.